Tony D and Little Jones asleep on the couch, and this is a screenwriter's rant on falling stars. And it says here, witches from high descend on Earth's harvest every year by the full moon of late October, which is coming up. And so sky gazers say they resemble falling stars. So the premise of the movie is they go out into the desert, and there's a guy who's got a witch who fell from the sky. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 15. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. And look at this. They dig her up. That sounds familiar if you've ever read the Pineys. So they dig her up, and I guess she's dead, but then she probably comes to life and starts murdering people. Because then there's all sorts of intense scenes and people yelling at each other, looking at clues, crying. Here's a scene where he says early in the movie, "Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. Everything will be fine. It's not like we'll be eaten by a witch." No, he doesn't say that last part. Let's see, who made this thing? With Diane Box-Warman and Peter Adams. I can't even pronounce that. Starring Sean Duke Jr., Renee Leach, and Andrew Gabriel. Written by Richard Carpala and directed by Richard Carpala and Gabriel Bienzek. Some of these names, man, they're tough names. Anyhow, I got a tough name, I understand. It looks like a perfectly fine indie movie. I like the premise because it seems to be unique and weird. Good things from Dread Central. So, they go out in the desert. First act, going out into the desert to see this witch. And, a lot of discussion, because it's probably not going to be mostly about the witch. It'll be mostly about the guys. A lot of discussion about what it is, if it's real, blah, blah, blah. They get out there. He digs her up. They see her. Second act, something weird about it, right? Some weird stuff start to happen. Maybe the witch moves. Maybe there's discussion on what they're going to do. Should they call the cops? They didn't think it was really a witch. Something like that. Eventually, I think the witch probably just comes back to life and starts killing people. Or maybe they're branding them or hurting them in some way. Or maybe they're possessing them. Maybe it doesn't come back to life at all. Maybe it just possesses one of them and has them do horrible things. But eventually the weird and horrible things culminate, and they have to somehow get rid of the witch or destroy the witch, and they're trying to do it, and they have no other way. But perhaps they burn it, and then perhaps they're in a fight with the guy who's making the money from the witch. I don't know. It could go a bunch of different ways. It is a low-budget affair, appears to me. So I don't think they're going to go too crazy with it. Hopefully it's a little more character-driven. But I'm not really seeing that in the trailer. I would have liked to have seen something about the characters in the trailer more. Like something, I got to see this witch because it's the only thing that can cure my hemorrhoids. I mean, something like that. Some goals, some milestones that maybe the characters are attempting to overcome or achieve. Would I see it? Yeah, it looks mildly interesting. I'd probably check it out on streaming. I probably wouldn't go to the theaters for it. The trailer itself is just a little too threadbare. Needed something more. Needed some more characterization, or maybe show us the witch. Kind of don't see the witch. Maybe that's the point, but it seems like, if it doesn't come back to life, that seems a really lost opportunity for the filmmakers. I think you do see it, but you know, I want a really good shot of it. You know, should you put that in a trailer? If it doesn't move, I can understand why you didn't put that in the trailer. You're saving that for the movie, but we need a little more, I'd say. So I'd probably go to streaming. So here's the write-up. On the first night of harvest, 3 brothers set out to the desert to see a witch's corpse. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And it's in the Southwest, which is a little different. That doesn't feel as witchy to me, but because I think witches as being more old. So where are these witches from? Like, what culture are they from? If they're going to be from, say, culture in the United States, I would expect them to be further East Coast where it's older. If it's going to be in the Southwest where I think they are, it should probably be the culture of, say, the Mexicans, because they were there longer, or go really ancient with the Indians, the local Indian tribes. But, yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I would check it out. I wouldn't go out of my way for it. I'll probably forget about it once I finish this trailer thing. But if I stumble across it during streaming, yeah, I might check it out. And that's it for me, Tony D. And little Joan asleep on the couch. Thanks for tuning in today. Managed to make all 4 of my videos. Tomorrow I am off, so I'll be making 4 videos again, although I still got a lot to do. This month is just crazy. You're gonna have to bear with me and the Webcomic Factory, trying to get everything done, but it's really tight. And I'm still trying to get the book 16 edited. I'm waiting on the cover, but I'm not done the editing, so even if the cover comes, I can't post the book. So hopefully by the end of this week, I would say, which means I got to figure out some time to edit sometime. And quite frankly, it's midnight and I'm fading fast. So I'm going to wrap it here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you. Oops.